What is up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to I Wanna Be The Boshy on Rape Mode. In this episode we are in Castlevania, and obviously for this world I'm not practicing. I'm not practicing simply because this world is pretty short and pretty simple. The only real hard part is this beginning, because you have this very annoying jump where you have to squeeze through these spikes, and of course you have to get onto that ledge there, so it is pretty frustrating and I will die quite a bit here. And this is one of the hardest triggers in the entire game, because I can't really understand how you're supposed to avoid it. I think it's perfectly timed, so most of the time I just pray that I am able to do it. If I'm not able, then I'm just going to try again until I, out of pure luck, am able to avoid that eyeball or squid or whatever it should be. And I will take my time for this trigger. I don't want to be stuck on it for too long. There we go, first time. And now I have to be careful here with these skeletons, which are fairly hard to avoid as well. So this whole beginning part will take some time until I do it correctly, but after that, this world shouldn't be too hard. There we go, did that again. Be quick here. If you aren't quick, then you will have to do a very hard jump here and avoid that skeleton, so I just go for it and rush it. And the rest of this world is pretty straightforward. That's a pretty good first session for this world. And if I die here, then I'm going to start cutting it. And he just went back for some reason. That was strange. And now here is a very horrible trap. The first time I saw that, I didn't know that that was there. It was horrible. And like I've said before, this world is pretty short. We're almost at the end. But of course we'll have to go through the Gradius shooting segment where you're in that spaceship. And that will be hard. It's more or less a Gravitron like in World 4, where you can get very nervous, because you have to survive for quite a long time. And we might just get to Gradius on this attempt, which is pretty good. So here I don't jump off, I just fall off, and for some reason, if I do that, I never die. So hug the wall here, and then double jump down here. Success! We are at Gradius. So how I do this part is, I first of course get speed. Then the next item I get is laser, so I will acquire more of these power-ups. Okay, the screen is getting very... Yeah, sometimes it's just too hard, there are too many enemies at the beginning, but that was still an amazing first session for this world, and it gives me a lot of hope for my future attempts. Okay, I hate when it starts with these guys. But that's pretty good that these... Okay, I missed the power up there, but that's not too bad. There we go. We have the laser, that is very good. Now I have to watch out that there aren't too many enemies up here. That is so disappointing. I have to focus more on the enemies. I shouldn't focus so much on collecting the upgrades. Good. Very, very good. If I get past Simon, then that means it's time to get serious. And for some reason he always goes back.
Let's go!
Yeah, he isn't following me anymore. I suppose that's a glitch on raid mode. Raid mode has a few glitches like that. Alright. If I get to this part, it should mean that I get to Gradius. Focus. Okay, it's good. Okay, that is great that it gave me speed at the beginning. 2 upgrades. I missed that one, that's not too bad. Perfect, I have laser. To quickly kill those guys. Down here. The next thing I get is double. That's very important. There we go. And now I go for 4 options. And that's enough to survive. And it's not clear if I'll win on this run. I can still die. It gets really hard at the end. So another option, or my first option actually. Quickly eliminate the turrets. Those are the #1 priority on your list. These turrets on the bottom. Second option. And you can only get 4 options, so after that I'll get missile, or I will get missile right now, it doesn't matter. As long as I don't make a horrible mistake, this should be a successful attempt. The spaceship down there is almost at the end. And there we go. It's time for boss number 6, Skeleton King. So here you have to get that torch to activate the boss fight. And now I always go up here and then jump to the right. That's how I avoid the lightning. And now here you can actually see where the fireballs will appear. You can see there's a red light coming from their spawn point, which makes this a lot easier and not too luck-based. It's not random. Or well, it is random, but you don't have to count on luck. Now he'll spawn these rocks. Just avoid them. Now go down here. Now he'll spawn that really huge spike you have to jump through.
Bring light to my lair? You must die!
Always focus on the bottom. Always see where the fireballs will appear. That is the most important thing. It was close.
You will die!
And that's a pretty good first attempt. I don't think, or at least I don't expect to beat him on this attempt. That would be great, because this boss is, as you can see, really long.
Dare bring light to my lair? You must die!
That is great. And now don't go anywhere. Just stay to the left. Because of that trap. And now you have to go down here and shoot this guy and then avoid that bat. And now avoid those last bullets. And then you're done with the boss fight. And you can actually shoot him again, and that restarts that last post-boss attack.
New record! Success!
That was very good, without dying once.